During difficult times in your life, what do you expect from your parents or your partner? Of course, support. That is the least they can offer. But when you are with a narcissist, you get the opposite of it. They increase your pain and suffering instead of alleviating it. They make it worse for you than making it better. The same happens when you fall sick or you are diagnosed with an illness that is difficult to recover from. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Today we are going to talk about something very heartbreaking. When a narcissist one-ups your illness, how that is so evil and it just beyond unacceptable. If that is something you are eager to learn more about, please make sure to subscribe before we begin because, as I always request you, your subscription to the channel helps in spreading awareness about narcissistic abuse. Let's get started with understanding the narcissist psychology around your illness. They need to be the center of the attention, and that is not a news. You already know that. When you fall ill or when you go through a hardship in your life, you require support. Probably people are focusing on you because, of course, you deserve all that focus. You need other people to tell you things are going to be okay, or you're going to recover, or things are going to get better. That is obvious. But a narcissist takes it personally. They are so insecure. Not only insecure, they're a vacuum. Everything goes into the abyss and then it dissolves in there. They have to have everything, every bit and ounce of attention, focus, admiration, validation. Even they need that pity. They need people to pity them. Not all narcissists like that, but covert, vulnerable narcissists definitely thrive on other people's sympathy. When others see them as a martyr, as a victim, they love the fact they are seen that way. That is their grandiosity. That is their entitlement. Quite twisted, but that is applicable to them. When you fall ill, they might pretend to be sick at the same time. They might pretend to have an illness way worse than yours. It may not be true at all. They may not have anything, but they just make it up so that people pay attention to them. When people support you, they feel insignificant. The narcissist feels isolated. The narcissist feels abandoned. Or the narcissist feels you are not giving them the proper attention. So what will they do? Instead of being empathetic, being caring, being there for you, they will appear to be in a lot of pain. They will create an environment where everyone will start focusing on them, and the person, which is you, who needs real support, is left isolated and abandoned. That makes you feel resourceless because the resources that you need financially, emotionally, or otherwise, all of that are consumed by the narcissist quite vampirically. It's a parasite. That's why I always say, personality disorder or not, narcissists are essentially parasites. They need to suck the attention in, which is their blood, which is what they thrive on. They might also push you to get better. They try to shame you, belittle you for not recovering quick enough. They don't care if you have been operated on, if you have been through a surgery and that's been devastating on your body. No, they won't give you any time. They get mad on you for not getting well enough and not quick enough. They don't care the pain that you're going through. They push you more. They shame you, belittle you for being weak. That is also demonic in nature, quite evil. Why? Because someone who has been through such a devastation deserves all the rest, deserves all the kindness, deserves their partner's or parents' presence. And shaming, belittling, humiliating, all of these are the last things you could do to them. They don't deserve to be put through that hell because they're already going through hell. No, they do not care about that at all. What do they care about? To make you run again. It's like a toy that was running, that was, performing well as per their wishes, and suddenly the batteries are dead. So they're kind of beating it, trying to make it move again, but it's not. So they get angry at the toy for not obeying them, for not being the ideal version they have fantasized in their head. That is how objectification works. I always say they see you as, mere objects. This is the common message you will find in all my episodes and all my content. And this one thing is also a proof of that. They don't care if it is cancer, they do not care if it is an autoimmune disorder, anything, the worst of the diseases, the worst of the health problems. No, it does not matter. They will abandon you, they will isolate you, they will one you up by pretending they have got it worse than you, always, because they always have to look bigger in their victimhood than yours. They don't think you are in as much pain as you actually are. They don't think you are in pain at all. They think you're pretending it. Why? Because that is a projection. That is what they do all the time. So they make it bigger and larger. It's quite dramatic, quite chaotic, and everybody is running to them. Everybody is trying to extinguish their fire, which actually does not exist, and leaving you alone while you are burning, which is very sad. When it comes to its impact, you feel completely isolated. You feel alone because you're left on your own to take care of all the things that you need support for. In the hospital, maybe people are with you. Now, all of these people who were there catering to your needs, they are with the narcissist because they couldn't take it. And the crazy thing is, if it is a covert narcissist, they would make it up as they couldn't see you in such pain, so that pain made it worse for them, and they lost it. They fell ill. They couldn't take it. Their body couldn't take it. They care so much for you, and then everybody would try to guilt trip you. See, you should have taken care of yourself. This is what you did to your mother. This is what you did to your partner, and you would feel so bad about yourself. I have been there personally in a different way. Definitely will share those stories when time comes. It's just so crazy because you feel guilty of being in pain that you have no control over. You think you caused all of that to them, and had you been okay, had you taken care of yourself, had you done things the right way, this would have never happened. They would have never fallen sick. So this is such a twisted way of turning the tables at you, shaping and reshaping the environment in a way that everybody becomes focused on enabling the narcissist's false ego, their false suffering, without knowing what they are doing, and you feel completely devastated, and you are gaslit into believing you are wrong, you are faulty for being sick. If you have been through this, my heart goes out to you because I've been personally through this, and it's devastating to experience. You feel so alone because you see through things very clearly in a way nobody else can. And that is such a lonely place to be in because nobody can see you. Nobody can see what you see. Your experiences are valid, and you didn't make the narcissist fall ill, get sick, or develop those conditions they never had before. It's not your fault. Your illness was real. You deserve to get all the time, all the space to recover from it. You didn't need to quicken it up because recovery cannot be quickened. It cannot be fastened. It just takes its time. That is how it works. As you're listening to me, and if you're finding this out, if you are resonating with what I'm saying, give yourself the permission to just heal those wounds that are still unhealed, physical or emotional, by validating all these things that I've been sharing with you. That was it for today's episode. If you liked it, let me know in the comments. Share it with others. I'll talk with you in the next one. Until then, let the healing begin and continue.